What's up with you? You already know what it is, and today on this video I'm talking about what type of insurance coverage you need for your home care agency. So there's two types. It's going to be professional and general liability insurance. And so with the professional, this is what's going to cover bugs out here. This is what's going to cover your caregivers when they're out there in the field going into these people's homes, performing these duties and tasks. You want to make sure that you have professional insurance, because if something happens, then you know that particular client, they can come back and try to sue you, and it could create all types of problems if you don't have this type of insurance in place. And then this will be a selling point for your agency as well, because not all agencies are the same, because there are some agencies out there right now that's operating without professional insurance. Is that a risk? Yes, it's a risk to the agency, but obviously if they're moving like that and they don't have insurance, then they don't really take their home care agency seriously anyways. So for you want to be able to go in there, and when you speaking to your clients, you can literally let them know that, hey, look, we do have insurance. If you would like to see the documentation, I could show you. This would just make them more confident. I mean, I've said this to hundreds of clients, and maybe a few of them may take you up on that offer, but you have it though. So it can be a selling point. So for the next agency, let's say that they've contacted several different companies and you were one of the main people talking about, look, you can see my documentation. They may want to ask the other agency now, well, would you let me see your insurance policy as well? Now, if they say no, of course, that means they don't have it. So that'll just separate you from all the other agencies, because a lot of them, you know, they don't want to show that information. So you could actually use that to your benefit. Now, with the general liability insurance, this is going to be the insurance. So if you do have an office space, I mean, which in some states you don't have to have an office space. So if you do have an office space and you have people coming into your office, say like the caregivers, because most of the time it's not going to be the clients. The clients, I've probably had 2 clients, maybe 3 max, that ever came to the office just to come. You know, it wasn't really necessary for them, but they wanted to, and it's all good. I let them come. But for the general, that's just if something happens to someone inside of your office. So if you do lease out a space that's, you know, in a major building, or it's not just your office itself, you may not even need a general liability insurance, because, you know, that office building should be covered by something, because people are coming in there on a consistent basis. But if you have like your own office space, you know, that's not attached to like multiple units and stuff like that, then you may want to look into getting that general liability insurance. Because let's say someone comes to your office, slip and fall, which is probably like 98% probably won't happen, but that's just to cover yourself. So, you know, when looking into these policies, just know for a fact you're going to need professional. If you operate in a home care agency, you're going to need professional for sure. But if the general liability, just check, you know, just see, you know, whatever your office space is, or if you got people coming to your house, I don't know, however it's set up, make sure that you do contact the insurance company, just to make sure if you do need that coverage, you get it. But professional is, you can't even get away from that. You need it, because if you don't have it and someone tries to come after your agency and you don't have that stuff in place, then yeah, guess what? That's going to be on you. So look, you heard it from the general. Get that professional insurance, check into the general liability, but definitely, what they say, cross your T's and dot your I's. All right, look, I'll holler at you on the next one. You already know, just to exist is a living, because if you existing, you ain't living. Holler back.